Hey everybody, just jumping on to share some stuff about what's going on recently and tell you a couple of things. I also wanted to show you this great mug that I've got. Hello Jen, hello Mark. Oh, guys, don't judge me. I love tea, I love New York, and so this is what's going on right now. Hey Ollie, how you doing? How's your studies today? I trust you've been studying, not just watching Netflix. Aisha. Hey Tal, hope your family's okay. Hope everything's okay with your sister-in-law, who's having a baby, maybe right now. Maybe she's having a baby right now, or maybe not. How is she? Is she okay? Sour hi. I think I saw Omi and Aisha there before too. Hello. Hello, Travelworthy. Hello, Tydan. Ruth, Georgia, hello. Oh, I got a shalom from Thirdles. Hello, shalom. Which means peace in Hebrew. Peace. Oh, no baby yet, I tell you. Okay, well, we'll continue to pray for her. Excellent. Okay, so just wanted to share some. Do you know, in lockdown makes you ask some questions, doesn't it? Makes you ask yourself, is what I am doing in line with sort of what I feel is my, my highest point of sort of, oh, sorry, Hans just put stop slurping. I am sorry. You are seeing me in my kitchen slurping right now, so I apologise about that. But sometimes you ask questions, especially lockdown has this weird way of getting under your skin and making you kind of face where you're up to. And it's something that Dave, if you belong to our church, our senior leader Dave, always encourages asking bigger questions and looking at the trajectory of where you're going. And something that we've been looking at as a team recently, from Dave and also from Rach Calland, who's part of the leadership team, has all been about what's your highest point of contribution. What can you give that no one else can give? What do you bring to the table has been a big discussion in our church leadership team of recent sort of weeks. And without kind of prolonging it, whatever, what I've decided to do is start a new venture that involves helping young leaders become powerful communicators. And it really falls in line with what me and Han are giving our life to in Wigan as campus leader and as someone who believes that absolute church is the hope of the world and Wigan is the best place to live and our church is the best church in the world. Building church and doing that is the greatest pleasure and honour that we have. And aside of that, I wanted to really express myself in terms of helping young leaders, not in a kind of an age kind of thing, if you know what I mean. So like if you're new in a role or you're new in some space or you're wanting to step up, if you find yourself a bit of a rookie, as an American phrase, rookie, then how do you become a better communicator? And so that is what I'm working on at the minute. I want to show you some stuff in a minute too and tell you what's going to happen. What is my highest point of contribution? What is my highest point of contribution? What is it that you do that no one else can do? That when you bring that to the table, that really shifts something, that really moves something. You contribute at a higher level. And one of the things for me is communication. I'm not Gandhi. I'm not Brené Brown. I'm not Jesus. I don't think I'm me half the time. So I don't have all the answers. But I think coming from a context of Northern England, having a lot of experience doing stage stuff, as well as doing screen stuff and doing classrooms and Zoom calls and all that kind of thing, I felt there was something that I could bring to the table to give to people, really. Especially because communication isn't something that is like a ladder you climb. It's something that you grow in and you develop over time. Like, there is no linear path to becoming a great communicator. You basically have to do it. And you have to suck at it. And you have to suck at it consistently. But decide that you're going to suck so much that you're just going to, you know what, I'm going to change, I'm going to grow, I'm going to become more authentic, I'm going to use this as a chance, not for my own platform, but to serve. You know what I mean? Because that's what communication is. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm starting this new like venture that you're going to start seeing primarily on Instagram. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do. So what does it mean, right? It means, number one, it means open mic Mondays. So every Monday evening at 8 o'clock, I'm going to be jumping on here, sharing thoughts from my own journey as a speaker and as a communicator. You're going to hear some great stories. Like the time I vomited at the side of a road in Athens, just before I got up to speak on a stage in front of 1,000 people, because I ate too much moussaka. So you can find out about that. Find out about all sorts of stuff. But also I want to interview people. I want to interview people from around the place, get them on, and ask them questions. And ask them questions you want to ask. So something I'd love you to do is put it in the chat feed now or DM me. Messaging might be better. But I just want to know, what kind of questions do you want answering? So if you're watching this, you're like, hey, I want to grow as a communicator, whether that's a small group of people, if you feel it's in your heart in the future to do the big stage stuff, Instagram stuff, whatever, just message me. Ask, you know, what do you want to know about? What answers can I bring to the table, or find someone who knows the answer to your questions? What is it you want to know about? So Open Mic Mondays is a chance to have a bit of an open mic, to allow people to come in, to interview them about how did they find their voice, how were they wielding their voice in sort of better in society. So it's not just aimed at followers of Jesus, but it's very much a practical, sort of basic at times level, but most of all trying to help people reconcile themselves to this idea that they have a voice and they should use it. And so I want to open up like a microphone, this open mic every Monday night, so you can tune in from now on every Monday. I might have a week off at Christmas, but we'll see. And you'll so just let me know what you want to talk about. So that's Open Mic Mondays. The second thing is I'm in the process of creating and developing a website that is going to go live 2 weeks today, which is the 22nd. And on the website there's like blog posts, there's products that people can buy, there's tons of free products on there too, and there's a whole number of things that you'll be able to see, but it's not quite ready yet. So I'm looking at it, but here's what it looks like a little bit for now. This is what it's looking like at the minute. So it's very much just a place that I've stuck all my stuff on and I'm just still developing. And there's loads of links there, and there'll be free resources. I'm kind of finishing off an ebook called How to Catch Your Communication Killer, all about how, you know, what are the serial killers that tend to kill off communicators. But I'll tell you about that later. I'll launch that very, very soon for you. So developing a website that's going to go live on the 22nd, and as well as that, I've got an email list, which is cool because I'm just a guy from Wigan, and a lot of this plays to your insecurities, you know, like, you know, who are you? Who are you to do any of this? Who are you? You know, it's classic like tall poppy syndrome. We often talk as a leadership team in church. Like Wigan has this massive issue with if you're good and if you like push yourself forward. It's like, oh, hey up, lad, calm down, mate. You know, remember where you're from. Remember who you are. But it's, anyway, I'm just doing it. I don't care. So even though it does confront some of your biggest insecurities. So there's a mailing list on the site too. And I've developed this little thing called 60-second speaker, and the 60-second video clips you can watch. And I'll stick one on after this so you can see it on the Instagram, and I'll post a few examples out so people can sign up to a mailing list, and then they get like a 14-week program, and it's just me doing this basically, sharing a thought from my own experience. So we've got the Open Mic Mondays, the website, the mailing list. And when I've committed, because I've full on committed now, so I have to do it. I've got this ebook launching, which I'll share with you about another time, how to catch a serial communication killer. And finally, I'll have a first course launched in December that people can use and download. And it's all about confidence. What are the cornerstones to confidence? How do you build confidence in yourself through what you're saying, and build confidence in other people to be able to do what you're asking them to do? And of course, if you're on the mailing list, you get discounts and all that stuff, and get freebies. So this is it, really. That was all I wanted to say. Now, I really want to go through all these, because I've been concentrating so much, and I'm really nervous while I'm telling you this. I've not been able to see all the banter that's on this live feed, so I might just have to read them back. Because there's some mad comments just come up on my feed. Okay, so that's it. That's what I wanted to tell you, and I'm really excited about it. And this is what I'd say. This is like the kind of parting thought about it all, right? Is that I grew up thinking that if you were a better speaker, if you're a better communicator, that makes you a better leader. That's what I thought. Like if you can look the best, sound the best, if you can come across as, if you're the most popular on stage, that would make you the better leader. And it is absolutely just the opposite. So if you sign up to the mailing list, I talk about how minutes add up to hours, and Oliver might remember this from one of our coaching sessions, that communication doesn't add up to leadership. It just doesn't. Like, to be a really great communicator, you have to first be a leader. You have to be someone who serves, you know. Communication isn't about a brand, which is ironic because of what I'm doing now. Communication isn't about you. It's about your highest point of contribution. It's about what do you bring to the table that you want other people to benefit from. And communication is one of those things for me. So I've realised that minutes add up to hours. Leadership adds up to communication, not the other way around. So a lot of the stuff I'll bring will tumble out of this church growth, that this team I'm a part of under Dave, and Dave being the team. Some of this stuff will be from way back when, from different continents, when I got up to mischief in other countries. But ultimately, this is about us becoming good leaders, so then we become good communicators. It doesn't happen the other way around. And so I think part of this for me, being so reticent about committing to something, is that this isn't about like a brand thing. This is about all the collective stuff I've experienced. I thought, now's a good time, a good sort of, you know, this isn't forever, but this is a seasonal thing that I want to bring all this into the light to help some people as they grow as communicators. Because for some reason, people come to me from time to time and say, hey, how can I be a better speaker? How can I be? So now's the opportunity to get it wider. And it's not just in a church context, it's much wider than that. So there we go. This new venture is launching Monday, the 22nd of November. Is it the 22nd? It's the 23rd. It's one of those days. See, I've committed now, so I have to do it. It's really, really annoying. So anyway, so I'll put it on my feed so you can see it. So the website launches in 2 weeks today, and then we have our mailing list. We have Open Mic Mondays every Monday at 8:00, and then we have my first ebook going out, and then we have a free first course too. So hell yeah, like, let's do it. Let's go for it. Why not? This is flipping the COVID year. So why not just do totally unprecedented yourself? Why don't you take the jump? Why don't you take the risk? Why don't you do something you've never thought you'd do before? Why don't you challenge every insecurity in your body? Go against the kind of cultural grain and do what you feel is your highest point of contribution. Just do it. I am, so should you. And I noticed my wife, Hannah Tarbuck, putting on about her Instagram. And can I say, you need to go to the missionary position. Right, that's an Instagram page, okay? I don't mean like right now, wherever you are, going to, go to the missionary position. It's phenomenal. She actually just released a video about her journey with sex and with anxiety, and it really did nearly cost us our family, our kids that we have now. It's so inspiring and really innuendo as well. If anybody's seen it, anybody's seen the Instagram page? It's proper full of innuendo. This guy's loving it. Look at it. He's ready for the missionary position. Calm down. Right, I'm going to go now because I've said everything I wanted to say. So, last thing, please message me. Tell me what kind of questions do you want answering about communication, about leadership and communication, speaking to Zoom calls, boardrooms, big stages, small groups, young and old, whatever. Like, honestly, I don't care. I'm just glad I've told you now, and then we can all move on with our life. So message me with your questions, and I look forward to helping all the young leaders out there become powerful communicators, because you have something to say that others need to hear. I'm going to finish my brew now and have a chocolate bar. I'll see you all soon. Make sure you message me. I definitely want to know what you want me to talk about. Thanks, guys.